Yes, sir. Here we are. Tonight, I'm not even going to pretend like this I've wasted. This is my favorite WhistlePig, so I'm not even going to pretend like I wasted it and poured it out and filled it up with apple juice or anything else. It's WhistlePig 18, and it's lovely. It comes with this 18. Just this is good. I like the flavor of this. It's got like a honey flavor to it, and it's not their most expensive offering, but it is to me the tastiest. The thing about liquors that I've learned is it's not about the cost. I mean, the crap ones are crap, right? You go get a $20 bottle of something, it's going to taste like crap. But after a certain point, it's all about what your personal flavor is, much more than my wife's got a plant back here. This could work. There we go. It's more about what your personal flavor is than it is what a bottle costs, because you can get a very expensive bottle of something and not like the taste. Let me check my channel. Okay. Let me just spam around. Give me 1 second. Or is it too late to spam around, huh? What does this do? Don't know what that does. Don't know what that does. I don't know what any of this stuff does. Send feedback. Leave. All right, whatever. It is what it is. But we'll get into some fun stuff. I'm going out to, I got some travel coming up, and that's going to be cool. But let me just take care of business right here real quick. Boom, 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 boom. I got some travel coming up and going out. Wait. Did it just redo it? Because it just says we're only 15 seconds in, and that's strange. Just in the comments, are we live or are we not live? Did it literally just turn on? It redid it, huh? That's weird. Anyway, we're live. Well, great. So I've already poured my beverage. As I said, I'm not even going to lie about this. This is a WhistlePig 18, and I wouldn't dare pour this out and put anything else in this bottle. This is my favorite WhistlePig. Comes with this like cool stopper here, and it comes in this whole big box. Now, it's not their most expensive offering, but when you start looking at whiskeys and alcohol in general, you can't go off the price tag. You got to go off what you like. And I've sampled most of the WhistlePig line. The 15 is really growing on me because I've drank so much of it. But the 18, this is where it's at. It's got a nice, and I don't want to pretend like I know the flavor so well, but it's got like a nice honey flavor to it. I like it. It's the one. It's good. Let's see. In a restaurant with Crown and Sevens. Post up what you're drinking tonight, guys. You guys aren't monetized, so you can say whatever the hell you want and let me know what you're drinking. JB, thank you very much for joining. Brandon, good to see you. Brandon, we got our trip coming up. We're going to WhistlePig's distillery up in Vermont as part of our trip. I haven't announced it yet, but we've flip-flopped our trips. So now instead of doing Scotland in October, because who knows what the hell is going to happen, we're doing Scotland in April, the end of April, and we're doing a trip in the Northeast, which was supposed to be just like a dedicated WhistlePig weekend, but now we're just going to start in Lake George at the Sagamore, which is, let me pull this up and show you guys what the Sagamore looks like. Sagamore, Lake George, Bolton's Landing, images. This place is straight boss. How do I make that big? Whatever, I don't have to make it any bigger than that. You get the idea. That's a pretty boss place. So we're going to be starting there at the Sagamore in Lake George, going over to WhistlePig, and then going up to Stowe, Vermont. And this is going to be starting on Tuesday, October 20th, and ending in Newport, Rhode Island on the Sunday, the 25th. Starting in Lake George, going to WhistlePig, then going over to Stowe, Vermont. Stowe, Vermont, over to Mount Washington, drive the auto road to the top of Mount Washington, stay at the Omni in Mount Washington, which is just like one of those quintessential, like during leaf season to get the amount of rooms we needed at the Omni Mount Washington, not easy. But we're staying there. Then we're going to go over to the coast. We're going to Portland, Maine, and we've got a private whale watching boat taking us out on the Atlantic Ocean to go check out some whales and smashing the tails and all that stuff. Then we're going down to the lighthouse, quintessential like Portland lighthouse, over to a place called the Cliff House. Cliff House is awesome. I put it up on my Instagram the other day, and it's just like a resort built into a cliff just south of Kennebunkport and like Algonquin, or just outside of or south of Algonquin, Maine. Then from there, we're going to go to Boston and then down to Newport. It's going to be a good time. There's some good highways, Highway 112. There's just nice driving, good foliage, being out in the ocean, going up the mountains, doing the whiskey stuff. It'll be a fun trip. And I needed to incorporate whiskey or drink somehow because it was going, fall is great. Like a nice smoky drink in the fall, fire pits, s'mores. You're not going to beat that. And we were going to be in Scotland, so that was all the Scotch whiskeys and everything like that. So I was like, since we missed out on that, we didn't miss out on it. We just slid it down the road a little bit. All right, 2018 AMG GTR. I'm going to throw you a bone and answer that one. I bought my first supercar this week. It was stolen within 24 hours. Insurance won't cover the over $40,000 of the MSRP. I'm destroyed. I'm just going to say that sucks. I've got nothing for you, but yeah. Let me see what we got here. We got Rodrigo. Brandon's doing Crown South the same weekend. You're missing out, bro. I've got quite the lineup of people coming. And you're up north. Save the shipping. Peruvian whiskey. Interesting. WhistlePig Homestock. I just brought that over to my barber today. Monkey Shoulder. Good choice. Went between three. Which would you pick? A GT3 RS, Performante, or Aventador? Price doesn't matter. 3 RS probably. Crown South is the 8th to the 11th, so we could still do the Northeast. This guy is living that rally life. Yeah, Brandon, you definitely want to do Scotland, because Scotland is just like you're driving on the wrong side of the road. It's cool, but the Northeast trip, because you're so close and you got your cars up here, I support that. Thanks for making my life less sad. Rodrigo Kowalski, you're welcome. There's certain things like I feel semi-helpless sometimes because I get a lot of requests for like, oh, please help me, give me money for my cat, give me money for like whatever. And I don't like doing that. I don't like just throwing money at people because they're like, oh, sob story, because then I'd have to pick and choose, and like at what point in time do I pick who gets the money? And the fact that I bring people joy and give them positive outlook on things and let them look at life a little bit, I don't want to say less serious, but in a different mindset than they may be looking at things. That makes me happy. That's why I keep doing this, and I enjoy it. I am sipping on WhistlePig 18. Didn't swap it out. Not even going to play. WhistlePig 18, delicious. Let's see here. Churwine, those are the East Coast. Yeah, Churwine is it's like a soda, not a, Whiskey Pig 18 is the drink tonight. That's WhistlePig, not Whiskey Pig. Favorite scotch, Lagavulin 16, sipping currently, no rock. So my favorite scotch is Glenfiddich 15. I've got, that's sort of like, I can do that all day long. Whiskey and a cigar is the way to go. I can't smoke in my apartment. I wouldn't smoke in my apartment, even my house. So my house, I'm putting in, and I'm looking, and this is part of one of my videos, is I need a little bit of feedback as to what you guys would do, or anyone that, I always assume you guys know more than I do about everything because there's so many of you and only one of me. But let me pull up my Amazon, and I am going to put these heaters, where'd they go? Not there, not there, not there. There we go. I mean, this is sort of what I'm doing. So I'm putting these heaters on my house, and the question is, do I do the heaters like this? When I say like this, the ones that are surface mounted that shine down, or do I do the ones that are flush mounted and sit in the top? This may show them better. Show me some pictures. I mean, here, it's sort of like a no-brainer. Make that picture big. Make that picture big. I mean, that's pretty boss. The only question is, I just want to make sure I have enough coverage where I'm not just blowing heat into the atmosphere for no reason. I want to make sure it's keeping us comfortable while we're under there. But that is my current dilemma. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, that's where I'm at right now with the house stuff. House is coming along. This house is looking fine right now. We're doing the stonework, which, not gonna lie, surprised me a little bit. I was expecting like 8,000 in just materials, and the materials came to like 16,000. So if you look on the bottom of the house, like over here, like, and then on all the piers, a lot of people just leave that concrete underneath the siding and they put like bushes or something. I went and actually did masonry stonework around the entire house. So even by like where the air conditioners are, everything, and you have to ignore the little pegs. Those are just keeping those together. That's going to be the base of my siding. And the siding is going to look awesome. But like, just this whole place is going to look very cool when I'm done. This is one of those things like, yeah, whatever. It's a couple grand, 5,000 here, 5,000 there. And then like next thing you know, oh yeah, I want the pot filler. I want the Instant Hot. I want this. I want that. Yeah, I want a rock climbing wall. And it all just starts adding up so quickly. And that's where I'm finding myself right now. Go to my YouTube channel. Somebody's like, I don't see your live stream. Rodrigo Kowalski says, what do you think about Brazilian modified cars like Gol and Passat modifications? So like, I support modifying every car to make it better than it was from the factory. To make it where like you'll design a car and then they're like, all right, we need this safety standard, this here, you need 4 of these, add this sound deadening, put some cats there. Okay, we need to get below this sound decibel. I support opening it up. I support adding a little bit more boost. Like some models, they restrict boost, so it's not faster. Like a Porsche, they'll like restrict the boost so it's not faster than their turbo model that they're selling for 3 times the price, but it's capable of a lot more. I support that. The mods that allow the car to be opened up without really screwing with reliability. And I'm not saying you got to go 50,000 or 60,000 miles without any maintenance. But the stuff that doesn't need to be like, I don't think I'm going to drive. That's a little too far to drive this. Like, you want to do the mods that'll still allow you to start the car and just drive to California and back without thinking about it. And everybody likes to pretend that that's the case with their modified cars, but it's not. It never is. Let's see here. But speaking of that, there is now a show coming up, and that show is going to be hosted by myself, Matt Farah, and Amelia Hartford. And very likely, and I don't want to speak before we get everything ironed out, depending on dates, Tanner Faust is going to be joining us as well. And this is going to be sponsored by Auto Tempest, among others, but Auto Tempest is the title sponsor. And we're going to be testing people's modified cars, like, say, maybe Rob Dom's 4-rotor. There's other people that we're going to have a website. Everybody can submit their cars. We'll select the cars that we want to try out. And we're going to see just how well built these cars are. And the fact that everyone's like, oh, totally. Like, my car's sorted. I've spent $500,000. Been doing this for years. I've been building cars since I was a kid. You think so, right? But you always drive your car a little bit slower and a little bit more cautiously. You know every sound, and you know, like, as soon as that happens, you back it down. And we're going to see what happens if you drive it like a car that you claim it is. And that's going to be fun. So we are going to be doing that. That's going to be filming over the next, just say, month and a half. And you'll start seeing that come October on either my channel, Matt's channel. And that's going to be some fire content. I don't like speaking like I'm 20 years younger than I am, but it's going to be awesome. William Allmeyer, what's up, bro? Hey, Rob, who'd win the fight, Hoovy or Wet Paper Bag? You know, like, I'm not exactly like hitting the gym right now, so you're better off saying who would win the fight, me or Hoovy. We both got a little bit of the coronavirus weight, I'm sure. It just depends who wants it more, Paper Bag or Hoovy. But it's a fun exercise of mental use. For the WhistlePig Fund, thanks for the content. Thank you, AR Platinum. Good to see you again. Where's Robert, my floor professional? Let's see here. Whoop, where'd it go? Ben Chang wants to rent a car. What do you do? Ben Chang is not allowed to rent my cars, unfortunately. George Grinter, I'm going to get to. So, yeah, Ben Chen wouldn't be qualified to rent my cars. He either wouldn't be insured or his driving record wouldn't be sufficient because he'd have a suspended license. Heaters, I guess the height of the roof to floor, maybe it's over 6 feet, which it is. Of the hanging one, maximum efficiency. Working on a gap of, say, 6 feet. Yeah, it's more than 6 feet. So it's 17 feet deep by 14 feet wide. And now I've got something to contend with, is that I have it. No, I think I put this in one of my videos. I think I put this in one of my videos. It's going to be the end of one of my house update videos. Is that I've got a fan above and then lights and speakers above. So I got to like fit this all in if they're flush mounted. If they're not, and if it's flush mounted, I can't put them above the fans because then it's going to set the fan on fire. So I got to work on that. That's I'm really enjoying the building of the house. I see how costs get out of control very quickly. Brandon, the 4-rotor, if it breaks, it's just part of the show. Let me see. Let me put this. How do I send this link? Toggle timestamp, pop out chat. Let's see. Oh, there we go. I can send it that way. I can post it on my Facebook. Who's drinking? No. Posted on my Facebook. Okay. Okay. Watch your Hellcat. Well, you video. Somebody said they want a Hellcat. I was going to call and say I want a Supra. Why don't you have one of those? Just get it. Where do we go? Let's jump these chats. Let me make sure. I think I may have skipped one. I got that. Got that. Got that one. Got that one. Eric says, hey, Rob, 2005 Lamborghini Gallardo or 2008 Audi R8 4.2? You know, it's tough to beat the Gallardo. They're very tough. You're going to have more reliability out of the Audi. I think they're both like great at where they are price-wise. And I think you're going to be all right for a while on either of them depreciation-wise. The Audi is slightly more refined, and the Lamborghini is a Lamborghini. So that's personal taste. You're going to have a little bit more maintenance expense with the Lamborghini than you will the Audi. But I would say, personally, I'd probably buy the Lamborghini. But they're very similar in cars. The 4.2 liter on the Audi, that was the V8, I'm pretty sure. So if that's the case, I'd probably go with the V10 over the V8. But the 05 Lamborghini is pretty reliable out of the gate. But when you do have service, it's going to be a little bit more costly. Sorry for missing that. We're going to fight Ben Chen, got that. Oh, we got Alyssa Di Maria here. Alyssa Di Maria, one of my faves, probably, if not like one of my faves. Could be my fave. If you don't know Alyssa, she was on a couple of my live streams here. Let me just look up Alyssa, A-L-Y-S-S-A. All right, Alyssa is the bombshell in yellow right there. She was just on adventure drives with us. Such a great trip. I've done a lot of traveling with her. Crater Lake. Good to see her in here. When she finally moves to like somewhere that's near me, she'll be on more of these. Eric posted again. Sorry I missed your first comment, but I think I responded to it earlier. Sorry I had to post that again. Rodrigo Kowalski. Is there a chance? Is there an address I can send cachaca to you? I'm from Brazil. I think you might like it. I want to look up what a cachaca is. Cachaca. It's a beverage. Yes, there is an address. You can send it to me. Cachaca. Alyssa just sent a photo. Two of us. That's cute. Both rocking cowboy hats and adventure drives in my Ferrari. But the cachaga is a liquor. Yes, you can send me anything. Anyone who wants to send me anything, just send it to my office. It's 475 Alfred Avenue, Teaneck, New Jersey, 07666. I'll put it in the comments. Alfred Avenue, Teaneck, New Jersey, 07666. Boom, there you go. But that's much appreciated. I just warn you that shipping internationally sucks. Like when I ship my t-shirts internationally, I'm literally giving them away, which is cool. I don't mind if somebody in New Zealand wants to wear a t-shirt, firing it off. But it like legitimately costs me like $20 to ship a $25 t-shirt that I sell for $25 shipped, or $26 shipped. So it's $20 for the t-shirt, $5.99 for shipping. I could spend, it's going to cost me more money to print that t-shirt and then ship it to somebody than they're paying for it. But like I couldn't charge somebody like, well, you got to pay $20 for shipping, and like I want somebody paying $40 for a t-shirt. Just take the t-shirt for free. So it sucks though. It's like, oh, I never got the t-shirt, and I'm like, well, here's your money back. Now I'm at like $50 for sending somebody a t-shirt. That it is what it is. Let's see. Who did I miss here in these super chats? I got Rodrigo. Thank you very much. Like any gifts, always welcome. That's one of the cool things about like this whole YouTube thing is that like brands send me stuff. I've got like free underwear, free ball clippers. I mean, you name it, I've got everything, and it's just very cool. Rob, what do you think of Jimbo looking to buy a Veyron? Come on, you really think Jimbo's buying a Veyron? Like, you and me have to have a conversation. If you think Jimbo buying a Veyron, I got a bridge to sell you. You're the guy who's buying like the Tesla stock right now. You're like, I just gotta get in there. Like, no way Jimbo's buying a Veyron. Boy, people. That, like, there's one thing that you could call clickbait, and then there's like, hey guys, you know, I'm going out with I got a 3-way date tomorrow with Jessica Alba and Angelina Jolie. You want to come? Like, it's not happening. It's ridiculous. Don't believe that shit. Yes, Brandon said he'll buy a Veyron before Jimbo. My house. I bet my house. I bet every house and property I'm going to own in the future. I bet every one of my kids' trust funds and savings accounts and college funds that Brandon will have a Veyron before Jimbo. And when I say buy a Veyron, actually own it. Not like a guy buys it and says, this is Jimbo's Veyron. It's not. Jimbo ain't buying a fucking Veyron. Excuse my language. But just to prove how good money is, my house is a much better use of money than a Veyron. Much better. I'm super excited to get that done. Let's see. How do you like the WhistlePig? This, as I said, I don't know why we keep coming back to this. This is my favorite WhistlePig. They sent me their full range of lineup, and the 18 is just it fits my palette the best. But I like the 15 as well. Rob gets the hotties. Huracan Ian, welcome aboard tonight. If I go with the R8, if it's a manual over an E-Gear Gallardo, though. Yes, I think long term, the E-Gear would be what would give you the problem on the Gallardo. So an R8, but like if you're going for the R8, just go for the V10 R8 over the V8 R8 if you're getting the manual. If you're already spending the like manual premium, I would go with a manual Audi. I'd go a manual either, but I would go with a manual V10 R8 over a 05 Gallardo. Let's see. Rob, would you really drink something a stranger mailed to you? Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Let's see. Check them out. What is your net worth? I did a video about that a couple years ago. It's probably the same. I forgot to mention I'm going to win by the Carbos Ferrari so I can bring that in the Northeast. What is the Carbros Ferrari? Yeah, you can bring that in the Northeast. Any Ferrari is welcome. I'm going to take my Ferrari. I just took my Ferrari up to Newport. And Jesus Christ, did I take my Ferrari up to Newport. I took it up with my old Ferrari, Nadia and her husband, and they bought my blue 360 Spider. So we had the two 360 Spiders. Somebody needs to borrow Speed Force 1. Yes, sir. Go ahead. The two 360 Spiders, and we got caught in like a fucking tornado. Like, when I say a tornado, like, legitimately had to stop on the highway. Trees dropping next to me. I'm like, what? Like, the reports were like, get out of your car, like, get out, like, seek shelter, find the sturdiest thing you can, watch out for debris, like, tornado imminent. But it was like crazy. Let's see here. Good luck, RS, Brandon Eater. So yes, do that. We've got Boostka in here. Check out her YouTube channel. She's building a Supra and went with a, I don't want to say Nardo Gray, maybe Nardo Gray. Grigio Tiesto. It's one of the Lamborghini Grays on the Supra. It looks freaking awesome. Adventure Drives in Michigan. Nope. Just, I'm not even reading the rest of your comment. You're banned. Let's see. What small business would you start from scratch? Keith Stone. Excellent question. So I've got two other businesses in my field of vision. One is a couple $1 million business, and another one is like a legitimate $1 billion business. The one I can do with my own money, the $1 billion business, I'll need like a team of smart people, and you're talking probably $5 million of seed capital to get that network to the point where it has to be to really be worth billions of dollars. But like disruptive. Some of it maybe thanks to WhistlePig, the rest thanks to showers. Let's see. Oh my God, people are starting to speak Spanish in here. That's a problem. I took Spanish for 3 years. That's it. Like college, in high school and everything, we had to take Spanish for 3 years. I took Spanish 1, Spanish 1, and Spanish 1. Not very good at it. Yo hablo español un poquito. El gato está en la ventanilla con el sartén. That's about all I got. That means there's a cat in the window with a frying pan. That's what I got. Time to go on Auto Tempest. Yes, sir. Go scoop something up. Auto Tempest is good. So if you guys don't know Auto Tempest, I guess I'll throw them a plug because they're sponsoring a show. And it's not this, but Auto Tempest it pulls together all the sales sites, Bring a Trailer, eBay, like, so it's your one-stop shop for buying a car. It just makes life a lot easier. You don't have to go search around different sites. Everything's right there, right in front of your face. I'm friends with the guy on Facebook. I'm missing that conversation there. I did see a Bugatti, a white one with blue, up in Newport, Rhode Island. That was pretty cool. Like to see him in the wild is always cool. Have you ever been to Portugal? I have not, but we're going to be doing adventure drives next year. It's going to be France and Spain. So we're going to be in Barcelona. We're going to be in Barcelona. We're going to be in Paris. We're going to be in, I don't know, all over the place. I have to go back and look at my itinerary already. I got to go scout that trip, but I'm really excited for that. France and Spain are amazing countries, and just going over there and doing driving and being on the coast and being in France is just always a good time. The A-bar, let's see. What car are you working on now? I got to get Siobhan's Evo finished. Alyssa Di Maria, I have to answer her question because she's the best. So thoughts on the Ferrari Persangue SUV? You know when you have like a friend and they show you up with their car knowledge? Just happen right there. I don't pay attention to any of these SUVs. I'm sure they'll be fine. And I'm sure they'll sell 1 trillion of them because they're Ferraris. Same way Rolls-Royce, same way Bentley, same way everybody but Aston Martin is able to sell SUVs because they just slap their logo on it. Chevy Cruze, can you tell us about? It's funny. 7Doghead said, "Hey Rob, can you tell us a bit about how you prepare topics for your videos? Do you usually have a script prepared? How are you able to come up with so much to talk about with what seems to be no script?" I think I've got like ADHD or something like that, and instead of like blaming everything for it, I just use it. And legitimately talk about stuff forever. That's why I'm like here for 30 minutes just yapping away. And it's great to have you guys on the side here throwing up comments and questions. But the ability for me to talk about stuff that I'm interested in goes on until you fall asleep. Like I could literally sit here, like it could be a marathon. I could be here till next Friday and just sit here and talk. And everyone's like, "Did you take a break yet?" It's like I have to pee. What's going on? I can just legitimately talk ad nauseum. So all the videos you see, I used to like edit my videos, and I was like, you know what? It's so much easier if I just don't have to edit, and I'll just say everything in one shot. And that's how you'll see a bunch of my videos. Now I've got my edited content, which is like my $500 car challenges and stuff like that. And then I've got my generic videos that I do on the reg. And those are generally done in one take, unless somebody walks in or the door opens or something like that, in which case I have to stop and cut it. How's it going, Brian L? Channel supporters. I love the channel. Shirts, I must say, are better quality than I thought they would be. Hope all is going well. Cheers. If you're ever near Paris, Tennessee, here at KY Lake, stop by. I didn't even know there was a Paris, Tennessee, honestly. We're going to be going by Tennessee next year. We're doing another DC to Nashville fall adventure drives next year. And that's like back of the Dragon, Tail of the Dragon, Greenbrier, over to Nashville. So Gatlinburg, the works. But you can come stop by us. It's more likely I'm never going to remember to come by and say hello. But if you want to see where we are, by all means, come on out. Dyslexic Bet says, the exotic car rental business still going well. Well, funny you ask. I just looked, and the exotic car rental business is actually doing well in the summer. I don't know what it's going to do in the fall. I don't know if coronavirus kicks back up, but I can tell you right now. What is that? Nope. Sorry, somebody sent me a message on Instagram saying that must be Wayne, New Jersey. It's not. It was Nyack. I got my haircut today. Master Barber Flory is my man, and he and I go and smoke cigars all the time. Gave him a bottle of WhistlePig tonight because he needed some of that in his life. And yeah. Oh, Brandon just sent me a message. He bought an '86 Fiero from Car Bros. That's cool. I think I want to crush that with something. All right, let's see what we got here. Sorry, I'm just catching up on emails and everything. I'm like, when I said ADD, I am not kidding. I have ADD, but I think that helps keep me doing what I'm doing. Huracan Ian said, where'd he go? You have to admit, Doug DeMuro's car bids was a good idea and seems to be going really well. I don't even know what that is. Doug DeMuro's car bids. This is like, I hate to tell people to buy stuff, right? Because we all have different palates. But the WhistlePig 18, it's objectively not cheap. It's 92 proof, 46% alcohol, so it's not the lightest whiskey you're ever going to drink. But this stuff is really good. And patiently mellowed. I mean, I'm just trying to come up with the like it's like $350 a bottle, but it's good. Like I don't like to tell people to buy stuff that's expensive, but if you have the discretionary income and you like WhistlePig, now I'm going to WhistlePig again in like 2 months for adventure drives. And I'm leaving with one of these. I don't know if like they're either going to give me one or I'm going to steal it or I'm going to buy it, one of the three. But this is it. This is like, this rivals like my Glenfiddich 15 as far as like I could drink this like daily. The problem is like Glenfiddich 15 is like $80 and this is 300. But this is a solid beverage. Let's see. What am I drinking? I think we just answered that one. Last honest guy left on Earth. I'll take it. Oh, no shit. I forgot to tell you. I'm going to Wisconsin because I got an email. Where's my email? Let me just search the word. Hold on. Let me open the door for Gavin. It's the guy borrowing my truck. Gavin is a company called Mobile Mech NJ, Mobile Mechanic NJ. And where's my door opener? And he is using my truck right now. Boom, there you go. He's taken care of. Where was my email? This was good. This is good because I got to read it to you word for word. I'm going to search tank. And I get an email that said, oh, that was Jared. I got to find the right one. The first one. The topic of the email, the subject was, would you like to drive a tank? Hi, Rob. Imagine driving through the woods on vacation, blah, 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 and come across two parked cars blocking the road. What do? And then, like, they go through this whole thing, and I'm like, my response, like legitimately, if you look at the email, it was like, mm. But I was like, so they were inviting me to drive a tank, and my response back was like, you had me at tank. And the answer was yes, I would like to drive a tank. And they have several tanks, and I'm going to go to Wisconsin and drive a tank. And now the other thing I'm going to drive is called a Sherp. They're both in Wisconsin. I don't know why Wisconsin's awesome with stuff, but the Wisconsin, they also have something called a Sherp, which I'm going to be driving, and a Sherp. I'm going to try to do them both in the same trip. But the Sherp is like this Russian, like, Unimog off-roader, and that's cool. So I'm super excited for both of those. Stay tuned. Where do we go? Rob Dom, blah, 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 blah. I just catch like random things. Does Adventure Drives ever come through Texas? Probably not. Something about VinWiki. Okay, I think I got Wisconsin drive a tank behind those protesters. Good. Snowflake Hunter. Good one. Yeah, so I'm going to try to combine those into one trip. And if I can, I mean, that's like a trip of like, I could just like, Canadian borders closed? Not anymore. And like, I just come steaming through and blaze a path for everybody else to go check out Banff. So we'll see what happens. What's the year of the Red Viper? It's 94. No, they've got more than the Sherman tank. They've got lots of tanks. Like, they got tanks for days. And that's where you're wrong when you think they just have Shermans. But I'd be okay with a Sherman. Did you not watch Fury? Like, something about tanks gets a guy going. Like, no, the Viper's not mine. Banff is not overrated, Robert. You're the worst human being on the planet. I'm banning you. Banff was awesome. I was up in Banff, drove Icefields Parkway. It's quite majestic. I can't say it. Like, I'd go back to Banff every once in a while. But yeah. Is the Viper mine? No. Snow tires in New Jersey winters, yes. Studded, probably not. We don't get enough snow. Has Matt Farah ever talked about Teddy? I don't know, but I'm flying out to California. So here's my travel. Um, I'm going to uh, I'm going to Matt Farah's grand opening of his, like, I want to say, amazing garage in California. It's amazing because I know how much it costs, and like it's just going to be something awesome. I hope that turns into a car club at some point in time because it's going to be epic. My friend Manny is coming down from Wisconsin with Alicia, um, his girlfriend. I will be out there. I'll meet up with my cousin. I got a bunch of people I'm meeting up with. My cousin, Matt, myself, and Amelia are going to be filming some promos. If Tanner's around, we'll see if we can get him on that as well. Um, it's going to be good. I'm going out there, legitimately flying out like Tuesday, landing in time for dinner. Not Tuesday, Thursday for dinner, Friday for Matt's thing all day, Saturday and flying back. Like, and the reason I would normally fly out earlier on Thursday, it's my kid's first day of school. Who, like, I get it, right? Coronavirus and all. Who decides to start school before Labor Day weekend? It's like Thursday before Thursday of Labor Day weekend. Start Labor Day, then Tuesday start school, Wednesday start school. Start it the following week. So I was like, oh, I got to leave on Labor Day weekend because that's when Matt's doing his thing. But then Kim's like, my wife, it's like, it's his first day of school. Who does that? Like, it's crazy. So yeah, I want to be here. Like, part of being a dad is like being here when you got to be here. And like, I'd fly halfway around the world if I had to. And I'm going to be staying for him to go to school, come back. Then I'm going to the airport. Then I'm flying to LA, doing dinner out in California and Malibu. Going to Matt's thing the following day, and probably if I know anything, like I get to California, I'm like, I'm so tired, and then somehow like it's 4 a.m. and Matt and I are sitting up on his deck smoking a cigar or whatever Matt is smoking, and I'm smoking a cigar. No, Brandon, I'm not taking Spirit Airlines, but Brandon, the guy I'm going out with, Manny, is actually renting Coda in November. So if you come on adventure drives, meet Manny, and maybe Manny will invite you to Coda. He's got the entire track. And Circuit of the Americas is a boss track. I drove a Formula One car there, and it was awesome. I will remember that forever. But he's the guy who brought the SVJ on the whatever on our last trip, and he's got quite the car collection. Still no Cannonball record. The Cannonball record is safe from Rob Ferretti because I can't imagine why people still even pay attention to the Cannonball record. Whatever Matt's smoking kind of guy. Yeah, look, Matt can smoke what he smokes. Do I still have the SVT Cobra? Nope. I got rid of that a long time ago. Oh, that got flagged. Am I the only one who still remembers when Rob called Rob Dom a cum dumpster? Come on, you can't flag those ones. Cum dumpster was great. Now, see, it got unflagged. All right. What's up with the C5? So, ideally, if I can get some time, I'm like so far behind. LS Fest is in like Hey Google, where's LS Fest? I don't know. I think it's in Louisville. Now, the proper way to say Louisville is to say, like you have marbles in your mouth, like, yeah, Louisville. And so, yes, I will probably be. Oh, Bowling Green. I'm sorry. Bowling Green, even better. I'm a Corvette guy going to Bowling Green. I may bring my LS Corvette to Bowling Green, Kentucky. for LS Fest, but it's in like, the guy sent me a message today, it's in like 13 days. So it doesn't need much, but student driver may be in effect. It's just going to sandwich in my travel because going to LA, coming back, going to drive tanks, coming back. My birthday is the 17th, and I was supposed to be in Paris and Monaco and Oktoberfest. Go ahead. Ask me if I'm bitter. Picture this. Like, you're turning 40 in a couple of years, right? Which is now this year. And you're like, wow, when I turn 40, I want to have a big blowout birthday with my friends because, like, I don't celebrate birthdays, but like 40, it's like you're shot because, like, all your friends, they finally have money, they've been working for a while, they're like looking to get away, like, can go do crazy stuff. Like, when you're 20, you can't be like, by 20, let's go fly to Paris. You can't do that. When you're 40, everybody can afford it. Whether they can afford to splurge or not, they can definitely afford to get there. And I rented a table, or I bought a table at Oktoberfest in Munich at the Hofbrauhaus for 18 people, including myself. And we were flying in and out of Paris, going to Monaco for a couple of days. And I was like, great way to turn 40 with 17 of my closest friends. Cancel Oktoberfest. Travel restrictions. Guess who's sitting here thinking about his 21st birthday? Now you're thinking, like, what's 21st birthday? What's from your 21st birthday? I turned 21 September 18th, 2001. Yeah, not a lot of happiness happening around then. A week after 9/11. So, yeah, so now we're trying to come up with another birthday for me that's a little bit more local, and we'll work on that. But we'll see. It's been quite the year. But yeah, so I've got my birthday coming up. I'll do something, and I'm working on whatever I can pull together for that. After that, I've got filming for Sorted with Matt and Amelia and Tanner. Then we're going to be doing that for like 2 weekends. Then I've got adventure drives, and we've got the other thing for Sorted, the finale with Sorted. Then we've got October, November. Oh, then I've got Coda in Texas. Then I've got my company trip. I was planning, as of right now, we were planning on taking everyone to the Bahamas. We'll see if that's open or not. Rob, how many shots do you black out? I don't know. I got pretty drunk one night when I did a drink every time somebody like paid for a question, and like I didn't even announce that, but people sort of caught on. I was like, and I just started throwing them back, but that was close. Where's the ice? The ice has melted, my friends. Let's see. I'm not going to talk. Need transport car hauling. Would you like to drive a tank? Oh, that's because I was still searching. But like people sending me cars for sale. My AMG GT is actually, I look drunk. You know what? Sometimes you own it. I'm not drunk, but I am feeling pretty good because tonight I'm not drinking apple juice. I'm drinking WhistlePig 18, and this is a phenomenal drink. Don't look it up because it's expensive. But if you can afford a bottle of that and you want to know if you like the same type of alcohol as me, that one right there is a good place to start. But also, Rob, your thoughts on boats and yachts? You should come marlin fishing with us. You know, I'd probably be the guy chumming the water by yakking over the side. Oh my God, Pat's Garage online. Why no i8s in the rental fleet? Lots of people say it's their dream car to own but can't afford it. The i8 is a terrible vehicle. It just like looks futuristic. It looked futuristic when it came out, but otherwise, terrible vehicle. Pick up a bottle of the Scientist Boss Hog. I drank that like 2 live streams ago, and I got the rest of the bottle right over there. Yeah, I've got like like I'm not gonna tell you guys where I live, but like I got like a lot of expensive alcohol somehow. I don't know why. People buy me bottles, and every time somebody buys me a bottle, I'm like, oh cool, like bottle. And I don't bother looking it up, and then you guys look it up, and it's like that's like $300. I'm like, oh okay. But like I don't really I want to say get value out of expensive bottles, but they're cool to have. Do I enjoy Blanton's? Who doesn't enjoy Blanton's? Blanton's comes with this little racehorse on top. It's like shaped like a grenade. Good stuff. Favorite beer, Guinness. How come I can't find a C8 on your site to rent? Well, it's an excellent question. If you go to Metro Dream Cars, they list all of my accurate cars. The Gotham Dream Cars website hasn't been updated in it's like 8 years. BAC Mono in the fleet? No, but we're going to be. I'm partnered with BAC, and they're going to be bringing monos for everyone to drive on our Scotland trip. So they're going to meet us at the Glen Eagles, which the Glen Eagles is boss. Like if you've not been to Scotland, the Glen Eagles is like that's where we're starting. Like me starting a travel company was sort of me being like, I'm retired now. I want to do something fun, and this is sort of what fun looks like. I mean, you can just look at that. So we're going to be doing like falconry and golf and driving monos through Scotland. It's where it's at. But yeah, it's like I love working with brands. Like I love working with other companies, and it's funny because like of the people I'm bringing on my trip to Scotland, like several of them they buy monos. Favorite beer, Budweiser. No, Brandon. No. New Ford Bronco versus Wrangler. I'm naming yeah, I don't know. Oh, we're good. Wait. I'm planning on driving from Bern to Interlaken and Furka Pass and Gothard Pass. Is that the best route? Andre, I'm happy I caught your comment right there. Um, I think you're all right. So there's Furka, Grimsel are good. Gothard's Pass is great. They're all like they all sort of stitch together. There's Suston Pass as well, which is also good. The drive from Bern to Interlaken is not very impressive. That's more of like a commercial route. But when you get into the mountains, Furka Grimsel is great. And then Gothard is on the other side when you come over. But once you cross Gothard Pass, you're like sort of heading towards Lake Como, but you'll be all right. You can't go wrong in Switzerland. You want to drive when you're in Interlaken. You want to go to Mürren, Switzerland. Type that in. I actually Mürren, Switzerland's pretty remote, and so Mürren, Switzerland's pretty remote, but it's like epic place to be. Let's see what we got here. Photos, where are you at? MURN. Murren, Switzerland. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah. I'm like looking for the appropriate photo. Like there's when you drive into it's called like Lauterbrotten, which is just outside of Murren. And if you watch some of my videos, like you drive in, you got like waterfalls sprinkling off the mountains, this amazing Swiss town right outside of Interlaken. It's great. I was there for my 35th birthday, but it was just my wife, my son, Shivam. Doesn't Kim get jealous of Alyssa? Kim loves Alyssa. Because Alyssa's awesome. No reason not to like Alyssa. Let's see. Yeah, I8's for rent. I hate you. Let's see. Oh, good. We're almost an hour. I'm going to wrap this up in a second. I got at least 2 more live streams out of this bottle. Somebody's trying to sell me the i8 thing. It's like somebody tried to. Oh, you got T-Rex available? Nope. A month later, hey, you got T-Rex available? Nope. And I feel like they did that long enough to try to get me to be like, well, we should probably get a T-Rex. We get so much unsolicited questions for a T-Rex. Any drives in the U.S. coming? Yes. Check adventuredrives.com right now. Shivam should have updated the website. October 20th to 25th. Should be a Tuesday to Sunday. Is where it's at. And we're going to be in Lake George to Newport, Rhode Island. Brandon called it out. Not up yet, huh? No, that's Shivam. Good time to buy Tesla stock. No, Tesla's not worth more than the rest of the companies combined. It's like, I don't know. I don't get Tesla stock right now. Hey, Shivam. It's your friend, Rob. I'm doing a live stream right now. And I told people to go sign up for the Vermont trip. And the feed. The trip's not on the website. Yes, I know. They let me know. I thought it was going to be on the website by now. I was working on it. Okay, so it's Bill and Ted. Okay, yeah. So I would tell people to stop by when if they wanted to come on that trip and sign up on our website. 11 p.m. Eastern. 11 p.m. So in like 45 minutes. Yep, 45 minutes. Go live. You heard it right there, folks. You want to come on our Adventure Drive trip? 45 minutes. How long do you have left in your movie? 10? Yeah, exactly. All right. 11 p.m. goes live. 11 p.m. Check out adventuredrives.com. All right. I'll talk to you tomorrow. I missed it earlier. No, don't send it to 241 William Street, 475 Alfred. There's the address to send me stuff. 11 p.m. I'm not going live at 11 p.m., Alyssa. I'm going to be sleeping at 11 p.m. So yeah, you guys go on the website 11 o'clock. I'm going to wrap this up. If you have any other pertinent questions, throw them my way. Otherwise, I get Nate Liebert. Liebelt. You should bring your Corvette to the Freedom Factory when it's finished. My Corvette's technically finished. It runs. I just have to put everything back together. I could probably even start it and drive it like this, but I don't have a dash because it's like sitting in the passenger seat. Yeah. So, thank you, everybody. If you want to come on our trip, I'll be back next Friday. We'll go over it again, and maybe the website will be updated because Schwab's at 11 o'clock right now. If it's not updated by next week, I'm going to give you all his address and his phone number, and you can call him. I got too much enjoyment out of that. But thank you very much for joining me. I will catch you next week. yeah, I gave you the travel schedule. I gave you what's going on. I'm selling a bunch of cars. Alyssa was here for quite some time, so that's all good. Next time I'll try to get Alyssa to come here, so she's right here. But if that doesn't happen, it's just gonna be me again. And I'm gonna do the WhistlePig 18 again next week because I'm just gonna drink this one until it's gone. Because if I drink it all, by the time I get to WhistlePig in Vermont on adventure drives, maybe they'll be like, "We noticed you drank the whole bottle. Let's get you another one." So it's my long-term like sneaky play. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Have a good night, Brandon. Good to see you. Brandon, we got to do like Pepe's or something for lunch at some point in time. Catch you guys next time. Can I bring your i8 on adventure drives? We have an i8 that comes on adventure drives a lot. You're more than welcome to bring whatever you want. But I will never be renting an i8. I will never own an i8. Let's leave it at that. Thank you guys for joining me. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you guys had a great drink. If you joined me for a drink, if not, hope you enjoyed watching me drink and chatting it up. I will catch you next time. There'll be a video uploads this weekend because I've been like slow to get uploads up, but I'll get some uploads up. And there's a house update coming up soon. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time. Enjoy your Friday.